you see an offensive line like UCLA's that's given up 23 sacks this year, your first instinct blitz, or because of Hundley, do you think maybe we can't go on?
It's got to be a combination. I mean, it's got to be a combination.
What does Hundley do that's different than even maybe Marcus that you see in practice every day?
You know, I think there's some similarities. I think, you know, I think Hundley, you know, has kind of a different internal clock. When he feels it's time to go, he takes off. And I think, you know, I think that's the difference. I think he takes off a little faster sometimes than, say, Marcus does.
You talked about that. It has to be a combination through all your games this year. How would you say that combination's been so far? You've been pleased with how often you've been able to put pressure when you've been able to rush 3 guys, or is it 8? Or how do you feel about the pressure?
You know, I think so far what we've been doing has been pretty good. I don't think we've executed as well as we could have. I mean, we've had some situations where had we made a tackle, had better leverage, you know, the results would have been better. But I think it's been pretty good. You know, it's always easier to look at it afterwards and go do this, do that. But I think at the time we're pretty close. It needs to be better, but it's been pretty close.
How's the focus been in practice this week? Are you happy with the response from the guys?
It's been really good. It's been really good. Yesterday was real good. Today was real good. The intensity was up. The attitude was really good, and the players were practicing hard.
Mark's talked this week about how some of the big plays teams have gone just kind of a communication thing. 2 guys are on one page, 1 guy's not on the other. Have you seen some of that too, and breaking down in particular the secondary?
Yeah, I think defensively that's kind of been unfortunately it's been a reoccurring theme at times, communication, and it's not, you know, it's not isolated in one area. It's not isolated with the front or the middle or the back. It's on different plays. It's across the board, and when we put it together right, it looks really good, and when we don't, all of a sudden there's some big plays.
How do you address communication?
Well, there's a couple ways. First, you know, you change some of the things at practice. So the first thing you would do is you emphasize. You may slow things down a little bit. Emphasize the communication. You can have no talk periods where guys have to look at each other and signal, and those are the types of strategies that you know you start to resort to try to improve the communication.
Have you seen some of that this week? That's been kind of
we've been stressing communication, and today was really good. Today it was really good.
Brings a smile to your face.
It was a lot better. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, aside from
Yes,
Hundley, what are your concerns about this UCLA offense?
You know, this UCLA is a very talented and dangerous offense. They've got big receivers. They've got fast receivers. I mean, they've got all the pieces. Big receivers, fast receivers, excellent backs that can get vertical, and a quarterback that can hurt you throwing, but can really hurt you taking off and running with the ball. So they have it all. You know, they've got a big physical line. I mean, they've had some issues, but that is a big, strong line. So they've got a lot of good things going for them.
What did Utah do defensively that maybe, at least for part of the game, you know, kind of kept them in check? Are there some things there that you saw that you can take from that?
You know, when you break down the cut-ups, you know, Utah did some of the same things that Memphis did. I mean, everyone's kind of doing some of the same things and some different things. You know, I think they did a nice job. I think Utah did a nice job of pressuring. I think they did a pretty good job of changing things up. And so now it's pressure, now they're dropping in the zone. So I think they did a good job of mixing things up.